Hello again, Hillary.
Hi.
Thank you for being cooperative in our change of scenery.
For sure.
So we hopefully should not be interrupted, but that was perfect timing. We had just finished going over your depression inventory, and I think that was a good place to start.
Mm-hmm.
We now have the VIA, which kind of talks about the prime characteristics of who you are as a person.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of want to go through the top. We'll say that your top three were judgment, fairness, love of learning.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the middle, we'd say you have love, creativity in the middle, and ending with zest and spirituality.
Yeah.
So do any of those strike you that you want, like, do they just stand out and you really want to talk about any of those?
I mean, spirituality is right, I think, where it belongs. I don't
Mm-hmm.
consider myself a really spiritual person
Okay.
at all. I kind of walked away from organized religion my freshman year of college and haven't really looked back. I see spirituality in some places, but definitely not with religion.
Okay.
Christian evangelical school for 12 years, and all that kind of played with my image of God. So, yeah,
Okay.
that's why I'm like, yep, spirituality is right where it belongs, at the bottom.
Okay. And so that's kind of, it sounds like for your major grade school,
Mm-hmm.
you went to a Christian school. So, yeah, I'm sure you were fed a lot during those years.
I went to a Pentecostal a Free Will Baptist preschool, a Catholic kindergarten, and then 1st through 12th at a Christian evangelical school.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, and some of different walks too, walks of spirituality.
Yeah, I learned it all.
Okay.
Was there for every single bit of it.
Okay. So now you're kind of free-spirited. It sounds like I heard you say that, like you consider yourself spiritual, but not necessarily in the organized religion ways.
Yeah, sometimes to me, religion is too political, and I don't think that God is a political being, so therefore I don't see why humans have to mess it up so much.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that helps me to paint a picture, because just in that little bit, I was able to learn about your education, prior to college. So.
Yeah, all, 17 years of it prior to, university.
Yes. Okay. So would you like to mention anything about your top few, or in the middle, I think you had love and creativity?
Yeah, I find it to be really frustrating that judgment is the top.
Okay.
And I get that it's not like judgment, like I'm judging people, but I don't think I like the word judgment.
So in the definition, thinking things through and examining them from all sides, not jumping to conclusions, being able to change one's mind in light of evidence, and weighing all evidence fairly.
Yeah, that does fit me. I don't like the word.
The word itself kind of gives you that label in your head.
Yeah, it really bothers me. And I mean, I do look at things from all sides. It's just that sometimes I think that it's more from making the wrong decision than it is from wanting to look at all sides. But I mean, I'm definitely, if someone says I'm wrong, or like, I will change my mind if new evidence comes along that makes more sense than my previous held beliefs. So I think that part of it's definitely true.
Just not in the judgmental aspect of others is what you were, perceiving that as.
Yeah,
is that
because
right?
I mean, that's what judgment is when we use it in everyday conversation, and just seeing it as number one, it's like, I don't consider myself a judgmental person, so.
Right. Okay. And you got fairness, love of learning, kindness, perspective, prudence, honesty, and humor. Those are all within your top 8, which is basically like the first third of the results on this. So, do any of these stand out? Anything?
I really like humor.
Okay.
I have a very dry sense of humor. I'm all about some sarcasm. So it's won me a lot of friends and lost me a lot of friends. But I think that that's one of my favorite things to do is to make people laugh, especially my mom. She thinks that I'm super funny, so I'm like, okay, I'll hang out with you because you laugh at my jokes.
So it sounds like you would maybe perceive humor as being closer to the top.
Yeah,
for your
I mean,
results.
it's pretty important to me. I don't know if it needs to be higher than that, though. It's something that I definitely value, but I don't necessarily think that it could be higher. I don't even know what prudence is.
And they have being careful about one's choices, not taking any risks, not saying or doing things that later might be regretted.
Yeah, that fits. Because when I got accepted to grad school, I literally made like 3 pro-con lists for all the schools I got accepted to.
Oh.
And like sat there and like went over them all and then like ripped them off. Like once I was like, no, this one's not gonna work, and I like sat there with my computer and like redid all my research and yeah.
So you didn't apply to just one grad school.
Mm-hmm.
You had other choices. Were they different? Obviously, possibly different locations, out of state.
Well, I'm not from North Carolina, so I'm not state anyway.
Okay.
I'm from South Carolina.
Oh. Still in the Carolinas.
Yeah.
The best.
Still a
area.
Carolina girl. But the other 2 were in Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm sure, it sounds like there would have been a lot to weigh between the differences among the schools.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Kindness, I really do appreciate a lot, like, towards myself and others.
Mm-hmm.
Because I definitely believe that being nice and trying to like conversate with people is really valuable. I don't know if it's because of my customer service background or just like honestly caring about people. Because I'll be randomly walking through a store and I'll just say hey to somebody and they're like okay.
I think, and a little self-disclosure, I worked in the public, just at a movie theater, but I mean, in working in the public setting, you then realize how many people in the general public may be kind or may not be, and it
more not kind.
It does make you recognize that.
Mm-hmm. So definitely, I don't know if it needs to be number 4, but I'll take it.
Okay. So how did you feel? How did you feel taking this VIA and thinking of? You didn't necessarily know what the ratings were going to be when you were answering the specific questions on the scale.
I kind of went into it, I think, not fully understanding what the outcome was going to be because I took the Myers-Briggs when I was an undergrad, and it had a ton of questions. And then I took this, and the questions were very similar with the strongly disagree and then asking how you would react in different situations. Mm-hmm. And so I was curious to see how it would end up. And then judgment is one of my personality skills, or one of my indicators in the Myers-Briggs, and so I saw that on top, and I was like, dang, it's pretty close to being like the Myers-Briggs, but at the same time, I don't know how accurately I answered the questions, because after I'd done like a page or 2 of all the questions, I kind of was just done with it.
Ready to
finish. I was over it, and so I was just, like, I don't think I went through and clicked the wrong answers, but I definitely don't think I was as
you could
thoughtful.
Have thought about it a little more than what you
because I was just like, oh, that's fit, and not just like I don't know how much like that skewed my final results, but it definitely hit me when I saw the judgment on top, and I was just like, why do these personality things need to use the word judgment?
But does it help in reading that definition for judgment and weighing? Like it says, weighing all evidence fairly, really thinking things through.
But I mean, in all honesty, I kind of borderline refused to read it until you and I sat down, because I was just so mad about the word judgment in bold at the top. I'm just like, no, I cannot accept this number 1 option. We'll go ahead and have fairness be number 1.
Okay. Let's see. And anything... So, and I heard you say if you sat down and really thought this through, you would see some different answers possibly.
Yeah, I think probably like 1 and 2 would have stayed the same. And I mean, I don't think it's too far off, but at the same time, I kind of wonder like if any of the other ones would have shifted. And I mean, was it just the day I took it, or what? So, definitely curious. this has definitely helped me think more about it in my responses to get this final, finished product.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing such personal aspects of your life with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to leave both of these with you, and I like to kind of start with the depression inventory, since that's more less happy, thought-provoking, and kind of end the session with the VIA because it tends to linger towards more positive traits about you. So I'm going to let you have these, and if you feel the need, if you would like to take those again, and we certainly can be in discussion about the depression inventory, maybe over the summer as things progress. And
maybe find a calmer period.
Yes.
Awesome.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.